Hi, this is Jack Berkowitz. Welcome back to the ongoing series of these interviews with data leaders, across the industries. Today, I'm here with Murat. Murat is coming to us from Canada, where evidently it's cold right now. Murat, welcome to the show, and then tell everybody what you do and things like that.
Okay, very happy to be on the show. First of all, secondary, um, so essentially, I help organizations, large and small in this specific case, to a medium cap organization to build ground up analytics, global analytics, the entire function. So essentially, it means that I need to build relationship with all stakeholders. I need to understand what the most precious issues. I need to select technologies that we're going to use. I need to hire a team, and I need to start delivering quick wins.
And it's interesting, right? So I did a little LinkedIn research on you beforehand, and you and I have been LinkedIn partners for quite a while. But you've got a degree in physics, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That helps very much.
Yeah, but here you are solving business problems with numbers, right?
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about, how with all the new technologies coming on, are you dealing with the same business problems and just applying new technologies with all the new Gen AI technologies and now agentified AI technologies, or is it new business problems that people are trying to solve with this new technology?
That's a very good question. I think the typical set of issues and challenges is about the same. However, the way how we deliver solutions is very, very different. The expectations are very different. With AI, we in a much shorter timeline because we are no longer, and that is general expectation across multiple industries. So we expectation that we will be able to leverage all this new tech to deliver solutions that are going to be better, smarter, and faster, and on significantly reduced FTE load. So essentially, it's becoming more difficult to justify extra talent, and so it's essentially the economy and the environment pushes us to work smart and discover new tools. And by the way, there are lots of smart companies, smart startups, lots of smart people who are working continuously delivering, pushing the envelope and deliver lots and lots of very interesting tools that really can cut some processes, not just 1-2 times in percentages, but like maybe even time makes them 10 times shorter and like 5 times better.
As you enter a new organization and you're starting to take a look at all of sort of the things that are there, right? I mean, obviously they've been in business for a while. Maybe sometimes not, right? Sometimes you get a chance to start, fresh, but they've been doing this. So how do you sort of take what they've been doing plus where you're going to add value and merge these people together or merge these concepts together so that you bring everybody along with you, organizationally, culturally, technology. How about that?
Mhm. Uh, so for my organization, current organization, I build analytics. I wouldn't say completely from scratch, but but it's sort of from scratch anyway, because we had, and this is all public information, we had shareholders revolt, and this is all published in the news. And essentially, we had a complete changeover of our CEO, our board of directors, and we received new mandates. The reason organizations never specifically paid much attention to data and analytics because it has been historically extremely successful. And however, shareholders think that this company can be even more successful, and that's the reason, that's the drive behind all this change. And
So sometimes taking it down to the ground level is
yes,
needed. Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And then as you're rebuilding, how do you show sort of those early successes? You know, because I've been in this situation kind of similar to you. No, we need to build this, but I need to keep my stakeholders and my budget stakeholders or my CEO along for the ride. So how do you build that but still show incremental successes?
Uh, like I think there are enough messages to listen to. Like if you just tune in and you start listening to the conversations, what people talk about, what people think about, what's the problems, it seems like are popping up during conversations. That gives you enough information about where you need to focus, and of course, like you need to kind of prioritize the stuff because you usually it's also quite overwhelming. So you can do in this and that, and you sort of need to do some soft like inquiries with people just to understand specifically what is the theme of today and what specifically you can deliver, and also have a good understanding. Like you also maybe you already have some sort of scenario developed, you something you worked on before, and you can very quickly kind of leverage this information and bring some solution that is going to be very helpful to your client base. And so like at the beginning, like I would say, focus should be delivering not quarterly, monthly, but it's like weekly. You practically need at this stage, the early stages, like win on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
If you cannot deliver that, it's not going to be very useful.
So iterate quickly and
Yeah,
also then I guess build on top of platforms that allow you to iterate quickly so that you don't have
absolutely,
to do
absolutely.
the 6 month expedition into ETL, right?
Mhm.
That you can get things going in a fast manner. Um, and I could imagine then, you know, where you end up is probably not where you started, or at least you thought you were going to end up, right? Because
Oh
as you're
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
as you're delivering weekly, all of a sudden it's like, well, wait a second, this other area turns out to be the lever that drives
Mhm.
the company. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but I also can give you an example. Like, it's like we're trying to pull like different levers at the same time. Like for example, today we also decided to add some kind of structure to our data warehouse. And typically, I would need engineers. We would need to have some discussions, understand the stuff. Instead, just we get together for 45 minutes. We use large language models. We typed in everything we discussed, like as conversation was going, and then we asked LLM to produce something that is going to be represent whatever kind of initial design of those changes in the data warehouse. And then we, once we summarized it, we actually threw it again in LLM, and we produced a SQL code actually to build this structure. So altogether, 45 minutes. So things are really improving and getting really fast.
that's insane. That's
Mhm.
insane. That's a really great use case of LLMs that a lot of people probably don't think about.
Mhm.
It can give you the model. It can give you dimensions. It can give you. You can even ask it to
Exactly.
bring in, tell you what, go use these slowly changing dimensions or these states or the provinces or whatever, and
Mhm.
it'll bring that information in. You don't have to hand crank all those layers of that semantic model again.
Yeah, precisely. And you just can go commit, and here you go. You have a new structure in you. And by the way, LLMs also may ask you additional follow-up questions to figure out if you, for example, not thinking about some issues, some challenges, about some kind of elements of the data that may not necessarily be fully addressed in the conversation. So and it allows you like in a small team, like this super brain, iterate very rapidly and create solutions like literally in minutes.
So it's really, imagine you had a team of 5. You now have a team of 6, or really a team of 20. Uh,
Yes,
it, but it's
exactly.
just the 5 of you, and And it's going to pick up and take care of sort of the mechanical aspects. I mean, there may be a bug or two that you got to sort out, right?
Yeah, but like we typically we like between 70 and 90% there.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, I think that a lot of people are, you know, look at these models and they try to come up with the, you know, what's the use case, where sometimes the use case is just sitting right in front of you. And,
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
and you just need to get going and get moving on it. Hey, on that note, why don't we just stop right there? With me has been Murat Beshtoev. It's been my pleasure to have you on the show. My name's Jack Berkowitz. I am the Chief Data Officer at Securiti AI, and we specialize in data and AI security and governance. So whether that's building data security posture management, allowing you to understand who's got access to the data, lineage throughout transactional systems and other systems, or in the case now in the AI revolution, you know, dealing with security, firewalls, understanding data access rights for Gen AI applications. That's what we do. So I want to thank Murat again for taking the time with us, and thank you all very much.
Pleasure.